up, Jones Bones? It is your girl, Unitedly Random, and I have been off of the internet for a little while once again. You see, your girl's schedule, like last time, just really be messed up. And then also, like, family things had me like, I am drained. You know, some people are just very draining. And I've met a couple people like that. And I was just like, you know what? Drained, but never a giver-upper. So anyway, I wanted to come here and talk to you guys about an idea that I was presented with recently, which was 2022, my villain arc begins. Okay, so it's a funny thing to say, but 2022, I'm stepping into saying what's on my mind and being present with who I am instead of just, you know, holding back because of the location or the people, right? And the only person that I like will ever hold back for is my husband. That's the only person I'll hold back for is my husband. Like, I feel like I don't have to, you know, go all out with my husband. And I think that me and him, we've come to a agreement on what I can, and not even what I can and cannot do, because my husband will never be the controller of me, okay? Just like I'll never be the controller of my husband. We're two different people, and we're sometimes on the same wavelength, you feel me? But, we've come to an understanding. I was just like, okay, cool. This is what I feel like doing. I let him know before I do it. Da 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 da. He could be like, well, I don't understand why you doing it, or he could be like, okay, well, you know, that's you, boo. But the most important thing to point out is that my husband is my husband. So anything that we have a problem with, we work out together. If someone has something to say about my husband, me and my husband are gonna have a conversation. And if someone has something to say about me to my husband, me and my husband will still have a conversation, because that is what marriage is about. You know, for the in-laws. That's a little bit of my intro, and then I wanted to go ahead and talk about like the whole idea of like revenge, because someone brought that conversation up recently to me behind us. See, and I thought, wow, this is an interesting idea. Okay, so see you then.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
And we are back, and I wanted to really talk about revenge, because I think like there was a conversation that I had with someone about revenge, and then there was another conversation that I had where it was like a filter, and like the filter was like, this year I'm going to da 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 get revenge. And I was like, okay. And there was also this conversation of this kind of prophecy, okay, with like tarot card readings and whatnot. I use them mostly as motivation, because the people in my life are not motivating. I use my tarot readings and oracles and stuff like that mostly as motivation to keep going, and like life is hopeful. You can find something that will satisfy you in life, pretty much. It's just spirituality without the going to church, right? So one of my tarot readers, and actually a couple of my tarot readers, started to pick up on the year 2022, the year of revenge. And I was like, okay, but I don't really like the sound of that, okay? Because they also talked about karma. What goes around comes back around. What you do unto other people will come back and be done unto you, and things like that. And it brings up a lot of different conversations, because if this is the year of karma, what have I done to receive certain karmas onto me? And like, there's a negative karma, there's a positive karma. And I think that because of the lifestyle that I have lived up until this point, you know how people say I didn't peak in high school, I'm still out here getting cuter. I have been through a lot in my childhood, and the person that I try to be and trying to better myself. And I think that the whole area of doing it while I'm young so I don't become a bitter old person has really kind of helped me out in terms of what we are doing karma wise. I think if anything, the biggest problem that I have gone through, or the biggest problem that I have encountered that would bring like negative karma into my life, is more so how I treat people, but not even how I treat people, because I tend to go MIA. I don't talk to people sometimes. I'm just like exhausted, and I don't want to play any mind games with people, because people tend to play mind games, and I think that that does hurt people that actually care about me. And so I think that's a little bit of negative karma that might be coming my way. But then again, I tell myself, well, you know, I can't always be there for other people. I have to be there for myself first. And I tend to, at times, mix up the two. Like, am I going to be there for other people, or am I going to be there for myself? So, I think that that's something where it's just like, it's not something so horrible that is like, wow, your life is about to change. But year of karma, year of change, year of difference, you know. I think that I'm definitely stepping into a newer version of myself. At least I'm trying to. The version of myself that's just not going to sit back and take it. Like I feel like I have in the past. So the idea of revenge, though, the idea of karma is kind of scary, because like I really think, you know, people have done some messed up things towards me, and like if you think about karma, it's just like, well, that's going to suck, but I'm not wishing any negativity upon anyone too. So that was my biggest thing. The idea of karma, when I think about like the things that people have done onto me, I think, ooh, karma is going to be a little spicy. And I'm just like, can I like beg on their behalf so they don't have to go through the full karma. They don't have to go through that full painful moment. But like, it's just like, it's going to be what it's going to be, right? So, with the idea of karma, I think being well talked about, like we just had a whole little moment here. I think that it's also important to talk about revenge. So the idea of revenge is like, in my mind, it seems so naughty. Like, I'm gonna get my revenge, and it's like, oh, okay, a gasp. But for me, I think it's important to define your own revenge. And my revenge is to live my best life. Like, that's my biggest revenge. And everybody was like, the best revenge is to, you know, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, the best revenge for me is just to succeed and be who I'm going to be without anyone pressuring me into this box that I just do not fit into, right? So we could go on and talk about a little bit why I feel like people try to press me into a box and whatnot. But I think that all of my experiences definitely need to be underlined with, I come from a diverse background. I come from a highly empathetic background. I come from, you know, like I've always been seen as a sensitive soul, you know. And while that, like when I was young, it was always used as a insult how sensitive I am. Now I'm growing into that sensitivity, and I think that the world actually needs a lot more sensitivity. I think that it's kind of disappointing how much empathy people have for one another. I think that it's very it's upsetting me and my homegirls how toxic humanity can be. And because of that, I think that I'm very happy to have been that sensitive person all of my life, to grow up to be this sensitive adult who can also be able to see it from both points of views. And being able to see things from both points of views, I think really saved my heart, because if I were to just come into the situation as just being this really sensitive person, and I was only seeing it from this highly empathetic side, but not even fully empathetic, because if you can only see it from the underdog side and you're like, I'm very empathetic, you're not as empathetic to what I imagine an empathetic person to be, at the very least, okay? Because to truly be empathetic, you got to see it from both sides, okay? And just, here's the thing, seeing it from both sides don't mean you agree from both sides, but you're like, if I squint my eyes, I can see where you're coming from, but I'm not going to play that game with you. So there's a lot of things that have been coming up in my life recently where I'm like, I can squint my eyes and see where you coming from, but I'm not gonna play that game with you. One of the examples is something with my like in-laws going on right now. You know, the videos that I put out a couple days or so ago, even though the live was live for a moment and then I went off, and I made sure that the live was unlisted. Mostly I made sure the live was unlisted because of my husband and my husband's mom. I did not want my husband's mom to hear that from the video. You know, it's just like, it's talking about where I found my husband and like what type of life he was living when I met my husband. And I was like, I don't want his mom to hear about that from the internet, but like I didn't care about anyone else really hearing it. And like a little bit of it was like, you know, I want my husband to see what I said before I made it live as well, because here's the thing, my husband knows I'm not a secret keeper. I'm not a, oh yeah, let me pretend like I didn't do this. Like I had a video where I was like, the fuck boy I married, which is funny because like my sister-in-law was like, oh, that was so hard to hear. And me and Stu rewatched that video and we were like, oh, like what was hard to hear about that? You know? We were kind of like, it sounds like someone just wants something to cry about. But we rewatched the video and we're like, it doesn't make any sense that that was such a hard video to listen to, us talking about how we got into our relationship, which wasn't necessarily an easy way to get into relationships. Me and Stuart was both on our whole shit, which is something that I state multiple times throughout the video. I don't just throw Stu under the bus. I say, yeah, I was toxic as well, but it's just like, will. I don't get it. Okay, I tried to get it for a moment, but you know, my empathy only goes so far. So there's been issues dealing with that, and I'm just like, okay, but here's the thing. Here's the main thing I want to leave this off with, because, you know, I get in front of the camera and I just ramble. But here's the main thing I want to leave this whole conversation off with, okay? Your girl, Unitedly Random. Your girl, Alia. Okay, let's get close. Alia, your girl doesn't come onto her videos. Like, I don't come onto YouTube, make a bunch of videos and be like, okay, they'll never be able to respond to me now because I made it into a video. I control the comments 100%. I control the comments. Every single comment that comes up on my page, I accept it to go on my page, okay? So, like, even if I don't agree with someone, even if someone's comment makes me uncomfortable, I will still allow that comment onto my page. I just make sure that I see every single video, every single comment before it goes up, so I can give it a like and keep it moving, okay? I give it a like, the Alia thumbs up, where you like the comment, and then you also love the comment. I do that to every single one of my comments, okay? Why? It helps the algorithm. And also, I have the opportunity to pin comments. So if anyone has anything to say, or they would like me to pin a comment, just pin this comment in the comment and I will pin the comment. I don't really care if someone responds or not responds, but never feel like you cannot respond on my videos. I think that's like, it's a video, like, because the reason I bring this up is because my sister-in-law was like, you know, she's only speaking up on her platform because I don't have a platform, and and I have some very strongly worded messages about each of those videos, and I'm just like, okay, cool, do what you gotta do. Like, if you want to make a video, you want me to post it on my page, do so. Like, you know, I don't really care your words cannot hurt me. You know, I don't get why you're so upset about me using my platform the very same way I've been using my platform from the very beginning, which is as a diary for me, which is as a way to speak out on things that I'm frustrated about, or a way to kind of process my emotions, which is how I've been using my channel for a while. It's the healing journey of Unitedly Random. It's not, oh, let me throw my in-laws under the bus for, you know, making jokes about black people, okay? In and all, I think that the very idea that I only speak out on my page because like I'm scared it's silly, okay? Because the reason that I speak out on my page is because I'll sit there and I'll be talking about one thing. Y'all, like, we're doing it right now, okay? It's ADHD rambling. I am unmedicated and I'm gonna continue to be unmedicated. But it's ADHD rambling. So I start one topic, my brain will go and we here now, okay? I started off with revenge and now we here now. We talking about the in-laws again, which is something that they told me to keep out of my mouth. But, you know, I don't listen to people who tell me what to do. So I think it would have been just better if they just never said anything, if they didn't want me to speak about them again on my page, okay? Because, here's the thing. In my head, I figure if I'm not speaking out about things that bother me, what is my page for? Don't you see? Don't you know? Okay? I speak about things that bother me on my page. It is my page. I speak about my feelings on my page because it's my page. If you want to speak about your feelings on my page, let me know, okay? I'll put a camera in front of you. You can just go ahead and say what you got to say and I'll put that up. I truly do not care how someone feels about me sharing my story, about me sharing my experiences, about me sharing my emotions, okay? Because they're my experiences, my emotions, you know what I'm saying? So that's another thing, 2022 villain arc. I'm really leaning into the not giving any fucks, okay? I'm really leaning into the, okay, well, as long as it's all right by me, I'm good, don't you see? I'm really leaning into the, people are going to think that I'm the bad guy anyway. I might as well not care. And so that is what I've been doing. I just haven't been caring as much. Because here's the thing. As long as I'm following my code of ethics, as long as I'm following what I feel like in my heart is right, what is wrong, and I continue to go along my line of doing me, I feel like I can't go wrong because I've seen a lot of things in my life of people. I've seen a lot of things and I'm just like, I wouldn't necessarily do that. But you know what? I still don't really be out here judging. I'm like, you do you, boo. That ain't for me, but you do you, boo. So at this point, you do you, boo. I'm gonna do me. We gonna do we. My husband and I be like, we. Family is what you make it. And I don't need family that's just trying to fake it. So at the end of the day, if you want to play a game, things will end up the same because I don't care. Yeah. So anyway, much love and positive vibes. That's a little thing to just go out on my page. Anyway, we should be getting back into like recording like long videos. Me and Stuart was gonna do a snack crate yesterday. I was like, yeah, we're gonna do it. And I planned it and I was like, yeah, we'll do it. And then Stuart was like, let me play my video game all day. So like really it comes down to, if I want to do anything on my page, I just need to start recording. And then Stuart will mosey on down like, oh, I wanted to record with you. And I'm just like, if you wanted to record with me when I told you that I was going to be recording and you just ignored the time, like you ain't hear me tell you that we was going to be recording at this time. And then when I start doing my own thing, you want to hop out. No, because here's the thing. If one thing that I got about my husband, okay, if one thing, this is me rolling that arm, if one problem me and my husband has is he want to play games, and not even video games. He want to play games with me, okay? He want to be like, oh yeah, I want to be on your page, yada, yada, yada. And then when I'm ready, he ain't ready, okay? He want to go do something else. And then I'm like, okay, well, here's the problem with that. If I set away this time and I was like, during this time, we're going to do this, yada, yada, yada. And then when that time comes up, you just kind of ignore that we had plans. You ignored that we had plans and that was supposed to be my time to get this done. Now that time has passed and now you're looking at me like, okay, well, let's do it now. No, I wanted to do it when I set the time to do it, okay? You didn't want to do it. I moved on and did something else. And now you want to go and do this other thing that I didn't plan for this thing, okay? I made plans because I was planning around my mental anguish, okay? I have to have 50 minutes each day to just process my feelings, okay? And now you want to get in the way of me processing. It's the end of the day now, okay? My days end at 5 o'clock, period. Leave me alone. So that's something that we've been working on, you know, like at the end of the day, I know that my channel is my channel and I need to get back on it. And everything is really my fault. Like, why am I waiting for my husband? I could do this myself. I literally started off the channel by doing it myself, you know? Why am I waiting for people who do not value the thing that I'm doing, okay? I need to focus on me. I need to do the things that I would like to do. But I'm waiting on other people, which is the worst thing that I could do to myself. Other people didn't help me get my TikTok channel to 24,000 subscribers, okay? That was me alone. And that was me and me being consistent alone. So that's something that I need to start doing back to my YouTube channel, because like gaining and losing subscribers, you know, it happens, you know, and I feel like I would lose a lot more subscribers, specifically because a lot of my subscribers came from when I had the bras video. And so a lot of those subscribers are not necessarily people that are here for me, they're here for the boobs. And so to lose them would be like no big deal for me. But still, it's just important for me to really exist as myself, authentically myself. So I'm just like, it's a crazy topsy-turvy thing. I know last video I was very somber. Last video I was very like, oh my gosh, I'm so drained. That was true. That was 100% true. But at this point, I'm not that drained because I've just came back from my break. So this is like the first day back to work and work hasn't started yet. So like, that's why I'm like, yeah. And also on top of that, the day that I'm really the most drained was Saturday, and Stu's not working this job on Saturday anymore. He's switching over on Monday. Well, I don't know when this video is coming out, but pretty soon he's starting back his co-op. So we're crossing fingers, hoping that everything goes good. I've been trying to get him to go to like the store to get some more pants. This man won't listen to me. Let me tell you, that's the thing. ADHD rambling. I really start there and go all the way there. I try to keep it together. I truly try to keep it together, okay? Like, I noticed some of my older videos, I really planned out what I was going to say. And nowadays, I just stand in front of the camera and I just go. It's okay, though, at least for me, because I like to see myself, okay? And also another reason why I think that the older videos were more planned out and I could handle it a little bit more is because I feel like my depression really got in the way of how fast my brain works when I have it was like depression and ADHD, and I feel like my depression kind of canceled out my ADHD. And now I'm not as depressed, okay? Because back then I couldn't feel. Back then life didn't feel real. So I feel like they kind of canceled each other out. You feel me? And so back then I was just like, ah, blah, 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 blah. And now I'm just like, ah, blah, blah, blah. So both times they're still blah, 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 blah. But you know, it's the energy that comes behind it. But yeah, I've been doing good, better. I'm looking forward to the future. Can't wait to quit this damn job. And that is all. Much love and positive vibes. I hope to see you guys again next time. Like, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below if you feel like leaving a comment down below. Nobody cares if you leave a comment or not. You know, like, that's to whoever feels the need, the feeling that like you can't leave a comment. Nobody cares if you leave a comment or not. I will actually see your comment and still post it. And if you want me to, I'll take your comment and make it into a community post, okay? I really don't care, because here's the thing, and this is specifically to my sister-in-law. The problem is, I will own up to what I have done. If you haven't noticed, I'll own up to what I have done. You don't. You just be like, I never did that, and you keep it moving, but that's not true. So, like, you can come and leave a comment and be like, oh, I'm going to tell them about and whatnot. But at the end of the day, if I did something, I did something. And if I didn't do something, I didn't do anything. Like, I could literally someone could look me in the face and be like, you're racist. And I'll be like, I think I'm more, what is it? I'm more biased. What is that other word? I don't think I'm racist, but I'm more biased, more cautious and whatnot. But like, if you're gonna say that's racist, okay, cool. Like, I'm racist. What are you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? Nothing. It's just really, I find people very interesting the way they, like, you know, here's the thing. There's nothing that will make a white person more angry than calling them racist. Or just insinuating that they're racist. You know, insinuating that something that they did was not right. All bets and all that go off the table once you say, hey, this made me uncomfortable. And because of that, I feel like you guys are a little racist. That really pissed some people off. Anyway, I mean, your triggers are for you to understand, not me, okay? Like, that's all I can say. Your triggers are for you to explore, not me. But, like, explore away. Leave your comments as you feel needed to. And I'm finna go get this bag, get this paper, even though I don't want to be here. Anyway, much love and positive vibes. I feel like I've already said that shit like 10 times, but you know, it is what it is.